Welcome back to German Suplex, where we will be discussing 10 WrestleMania matches that for some reason get overlooked. We all know that WrestleMania is the biggest event in sports entertainment, and over the years we have seen some of the most iconic matches in wrestling history. The Undertaker vs. Shawn Michaels and Bret vs. Owen immediately come to mind, but what about those matches that deserve recognition but often go unnoticed? Number 10. Maven vs. Goldust, WrestleMania 18. First on our list is WrestleMania X8's hardcore match between Maven and Goldust. This match was a hidden gem, as both wrestlers put on an impressive show, utilizing various weapons and taking the fight into the crowd. Despite not being a main event match, Maven and Goldust proved that they were worthy of the WrestleMania stage. The hardcore match was a perfect opportunity for both wrestlers to showcase their skills and athleticism, and they did not disappoint. From trash cans to kendo sticks, they used everything at their disposal to inflict pain on each other. In the end, Maven emerged victorious, but both wrestlers left a lasting impression on the WrestleMania audience. Number 9. The Cruiserweight Open, WrestleMania 20. The Cruiserweight Open at WrestleMania XX was a showcase of the incredible athleticism and technical prowess of some of the WWE's most talented wrestlers. With competitors from all over the world vying for the Cruiserweight Championship, the match was an exciting and unpredictable affair from start to finish. Chavo Guerrero, a veteran of the Cruiserweight division, emerged victorious in the end, but not without facing stiff competition from his fellow wrestlers. From Rey Mysterio's acrobatic maneuvers to Ultimo Dragon's devastating kicks, every wrestler brought their A-game to the match, making for an unforgettable spectacle that had fans on the edge of their seats. Number 8. Jericho, Angle, Benoit, WrestleMania 2000. WrestleMania 2000 was a night to showcase the future of WWE at the time. Names like Edge, Christian, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho were all in high-profile championship matches. Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle had the benefit of being in one match for two prestigious championships. Both men were joined by Chris Benoit in a triple threat match for both the Intercontinental and European Championships. The match was scheduled to be a two-fall match, with each being contested for one of their respective championships. The match was a thrilling back-and-forth encounter, with all three men showcasing their technical abilities and high-flying moves. Jericho and Angle were the clear favorites going into the match, with Benoit being seen as the underdog. The first fall of the match saw Jericho pin Benoit to win the Intercontinental Championship. However, Benoit quickly recovered and managed to pin Jericho to win the European Championship in the second fall. Number 7. Chris Jericho vs. Christian, WrestleMania 20. The WrestleMania 20 match between former best friends turned bitter enemies, Chris Jericho and Christian, was made complicated by Jericho's budding romance with Trish Stratus. During the match, Trish accidentally hit Jericho with an elbow, allowing Christian to win. After the match, Trish revealed her true colors and left with Christian, leaving Jericho betrayed and heartbroken. The match combined excellent storytelling with strong in-ring action, but was overshadowed by the 5-hour pay-per-view extravaganza. Number 6. Chris Jericho vs. CM Punk, WrestleMania 27. CM Punk's WrestleMania 27 championship match against Chris Jericho is underrated, despite being a high-pressure match where Jericho tried to unnerve Punk with insults. Punk was aggressive from the start, and his submission move eventually forced Jericho to tap out, preserving Punk's title reign and earning him his first signature singles win at WrestleMania. Number 5. The Usos and the Dudley Boys, WrestleMania 32. Sixth on the list is WrestleMania 32's match between the Usos and the Dudley Boys. This match was a tag team classic, with both teams delivering a fantastic performance that showcased their chemistry and teamwork. The Usos and the Dudley Boys put on a display of athleticism and high-flying maneuvers that had the crowd on their feet. From the opening bell, it was clear that both teams were determined to win, and the match was filled with near falls and exciting moments. The Dudley Boys showed their experience and power, while the Usos demonstrated their speed and agility. In the end, it was the Usos who emerged victorious, but both teams can be proud of their performance on this grand stage. Number 4. Legion of Doom and Ahmed Johnson vs. Nation of Domination, WrestleMania 13. WrestleMania 13 is often remembered for the classic Steve Austin vs. Bret Hart match, overshadowing the rest of the show. However, there is one match that shouldn't be overlooked: the highly entertaining street fight between LOD and Johnson versus the Farouk-led Nation. What makes this match entertaining is the lack of wrestling moves and the focus on pure physicality. It's simply 6 massive men smashing each other up, with Johnson's reputation as an unsafe worker adding to the excitement. He careens around ringside, launching himself over the guardrail and driving Farouk through a table. The match ends with a Doomsday Device (LOD) win, a post-match brawl, and some more Doomsday Devices. It's a car crash of a distraction that won't disappoint. Number 3. Charlotte Flair vs Rhea Ripley, WrestleMania 36. Most of the matches during the empty arena era are forgettable, but the NXT Women's Championship bout between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair deserved a raucous crowd. The physical showcase highlighted their chemistry and showcased Ripley's skills on the main roster. Although she ultimately succumbed to Flair's clinical attack on her knee, Ripley proved that she could hang with the top-level competition. Despite the fact that she should have won, a recurring theme in their future work, her performance was impressive and demonstrated her resilience. Number 2. AJ Styles and Shane McMahon, WrestleMania 33. Second, we have WrestleMania 33's match between AJ Styles and Shane McMahon. This match was a pleasant surprise, with Shane McMahon proving that he could hold his own against one of the best wrestlers in the world. Despite being 47-year-old and not a full-time wrestler, Shane McMahon put on an impressive performance against AJ Styles in their WrestleMania 33 match. McMahon executed high-flying moves and displayed incredible athleticism throughout the match, keeping the crowd on the edge of their seats. Styles, known for his technical prowess, also brought his A-game, making for an exciting and dynamic matchup. In the end, it was AJ Styles who emerged victorious, but Shane McMahon proved that he was more than just a businessman and could hold his own in the ring. The match received critical acclaim and solidified McMahon's status as a legitimate wrestler in the eyes of fans. Number 1. Junkyard Dog and Tito Santana vs Terry and Dory Funk, WrestleMania 2. Tito Santana and Junkyard Dog faced the Funk brothers at WrestleMania 2. The Funks dominated most of the match, isolating Santana until JYD made a hot tag and sparked a babyface comeback. However, Terry Funk ultimately hit JYD with a megaphone for the win. The match was a good old-fashioned tag team showdown between 4 Hall of Famers with a strong pace and action, and a finish that portrayed the Funks as dastardly heels. Despite being the first great WrestleMania match, it has become somewhat overlooked due to higher-profile matches. And there you have it, folks. 10 WrestleMania matches that sadly get overlooked. Let us know in the comments which match you think deserves more recognition. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on German Suplex.